Oluwaseyi Ladele. What's going on, my guy? Man. All right, so we want to talk about African music. We want to talk about streaming. We want to talk about intellectual property rights. We want to talk about money. So much global interest in what is happening in African culture. But the question is, where is the money going? Talk to us about the money part of it. Are people, are artists, are creatives making money from their creations?
Thank you so much, Jackson. And thank you for inviting me here too as well. Speaking about the money, we call that royalties. So African creatives right now, there's a whole lot of money that is actually left on the table right now for African creatives to tap into. The genre is growing. Afrobeats is huge right now. And it's going to get bigger. I mean, 10 years ago, what the type of resources we used to tap into, we didn't have the opportunity. Right now, I mean, we have some of our artists #1 global right now, you know, doing the biggest songs globally.
Right.
So Rema,
topping charts.
Burna Boy,
filling up stadiums and arenas.
And also many independent artists too as well, who we may not know their names. So right now there's a huge opportunity for Afrobeats and its monetization. And
Afrobeats, Afropop, African
music as a whole. And to be honest, it actually transcends the music. It's anything African creatives, 100%. Because with creativity, there's the music, there's the art, there's socio-cultural part of everything too as well. So there's fashion. So that whole industry has huge potentials for monetizations, what we like to call the creative economy in our territory. So there's a whole lot of money there. And for the artist in particular, you make a lot of money from streaming, you make a lot of money from publishing your content, licensing your songs for sync, putting it in movies. You make money from events and shows, you make money from endorsements. So the African creative has the opportunity right now to actually chop up their content and monetize that content.
Every aspect of the content.
Every aspect of the content on different medias.
And different platforms.
All platforms.
Okay, so then let's get into your company, Bombshelter Digital Services. Yes. What do you do? How do you leverage this power?
So Bombshelter Digital Services was actually born from representing the underprivileged, actually. So our mission really isn't to establish artists, but really to developing independent artists, because we have come up with an algorithm that will take time to grow and develop content from one phase to the next phase. You know, and that also goes into developing the artists too as well. There's an algorithm, but the artist has to have the right persona and right education to understand the growth. So what we do here in Bombshelter is we find niche independent artists, because what we do, we can't do for everybody. We have direct deals to all the digital service providers globally. We have a representative there, meaning that if Jackson Tech, for example, needs to wax a record, we could show you how to release that song properly. There's a whole infrastructure behind the release of a song professionally.
There's a process.
There's a process, and it's leveraged on technology end-to-end 100%. So TikTok, Instagram, our mobile phones, etc. We thank God for these things, because honestly, it has
leveled the playing field.
It has leveled the playing field. We have artists in some remote country in Sudan, in a location, who will just sing, and his music will be global. And it will go viral. It will go viral globally. So technology
and get millions of views.
Millions and millions of. So technology has helped us. And to be honest, you know, because I hear a lot of artists saying, "Oh, I'm not big yet. How am I going to?" There is a space for everybody. You just need to understand where you are and where you need to go to. So Bombshelter Digital Services has, a hub to actually move the dice. I like to call it a leap board for independent, focused, developing artists who are serious about their vocation and their career and need to move forward. And, you know, we show them the money.
You show them the money.
We'll show them the
and
money.
that's what is most important.
We'll show them the
For
money.
many years, many African creatives were saying we put in the work, our music or our creations are consumed, but we don't see the cash.
Representation is very important in this business. You have to have the right manager, have the right team, have the right attitude to develop your content. Engagements. Artists think, hey, I just had this song, I waxed it up in the studio and that's it. No, you need to build a community. Everything starts from the first 5 people around you. If the first 5 people around you aren't hailing you and calling your name, then trust me, you're not doing anything. So you need the right manager, you need to have the right attitude, legal representation,
Yeah.
finance, very important. Check your books. Because as an artist, you make a piece here and the next thing you go buy a big chain on your neck and you're broke again.
Yeah.
So you need to understand where you are and where you need to get to and develop it as a business because it is a business in itself. We like the artists to come to the table with their strengths first. To be honest, talent is just, as far as I'm concerned, and I mean, this isn't politically correct, but personally, I feel talent is just about 30%. 70% is your structure. You need a proper structure, come to the table with some representative. What we do is that we actually have resource for everything an artist needs, but we love to see the artist come to the table with a representation already. Have your management, have your legal, have your accountant with you. Let's deal with you like a business. We will provide the infrastructure to help you grow. 100% to African music, 100% to African content, and 100% to our talented Afrobeats artists. You guys are kicking it, and we're here to support you guys 100%.
I like that.
Peace.
I like that.
Yes,
I like that.
Yeah.